What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, you'll now be drawing the blue beetle. Let's begin today's lesson in the center of the page and add a fold in between the eyes. So we start on the left, we're gonna draw a curve that goes up the middle and then back down towards the right. Now let's draw on the upper eyelid. Starting back over on the left, we're gonna bend this up and then out. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Now we're going to tuck two large circles underneath the brow. On the left side, let's step in. We're going to go all the way around towards the bottom of the eye and just pull that up on the inside. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Coming down towards the same height, go around and then back in. Let's trace each of the eyes along the inside. So we'll step in, going all the way around and then up. And then we'll do that one more time, adding a small circle in the center. Now from here, we're going to move out and draw the lower half of the head. From the outside left eye, let's step out. We're going to come down. It's going to bend this in towards the chin, round up the chin, and then pull that up on the right towards the same height. Let's go back to the left side and draw the top of the head. We're going to bump this out. Go up and in, and we want to round up the head, come all the way around, and then bend that in on the right. Now with the head in place, let's add that trim around the eyes. From these 2 points, draw a short angle line going up and out. Bend this up and out, just up above the eyes, and then we'll go straight up towards the top. Let's angle the top of that trim, going up and out. And a short angled line coming down the side. Now you want to bend this in and then down, just on top of the eyes. Now we're going to work our way around the outside. Angle this down and out. Angle this down and in around the eyes. And then draw a short line going out. Let's bend this down and in towards the bottom of that trim. Angle this up and in. Let's go back to the inside of the eyes, draw a short line coming down. Bend this out and then down towards the side. And we'll curve this down and then in towards the bottom. Let's add that chin piece. Starting over on the left, curve this up and then down. And then on the inside, draw two curves. One coming down towards the left and then one on the right. Now we're going to add two seams along the side. Bend this in and then down, move over and just mirror this over on the right side. Now let's move up to the side of the temples, bend this up and in, curve this up and then in towards the top. Now from the top, we're going to bend this down and in towards the middle. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Now you want to close off the bottom with a curve. We come down and then up. Now along the inside, we want to curl up the brow. From this point, bend this in and then up, and do the same thing on the right. Along the top, let's draw two circles. And we'll add the trim. Along the inside, angle this down and in, come down and out. And then along the top of those circles, go straight up underneath that head trim. Now leaving a gap in the center on either side, draw two straight lines going up. Now I'm going to follow this curve on the left, go all the way up towards the top of the head. And then in the center, we're going to draw a half oval. Come down and then bend that back up. Now you want to add those ear covers along the side of the head. So from the side, Angle this down and out. Now I want to bend this down and then in towards the jaw. And it'll angle down and in towards the head. Now that we complete the head, let's move down and draw the top of the body. We're going to start over on the left side, just underneath the chin, curve the body going out and then down. Move over towards the right, come down towards the same height. Now there's two sets of claws on either side. So on the left, bend this down and in. Now to go back to the outside, we're going to round this out, come down and then up towards that inside point. Let's add another one down below. So we're just going to line up with the side of the body, go out, around, and then in. And then we'll go out and just tuck that up underneath. Let's separate each tip with a curve, almost like a bracket. And now in the center of the body, we're going to add that symbol. Let's start with a point. Angle up and out toward the left and right side. Let's flatten off the ends. Come down and then back in. Let's work our way down and out. And then we're going to bend this out and then up towards the side of the body. Now I want to trace this shape along the top. I'm just going to leave an even gap all the way around. And working our way across towards the right. Now from the top of the body, we're going to bend this out and up underneath the head. Go back to the bottom, I'm just going to taper this so it gets wider, going around and then up around the shoulders. Let's go back down to the hips, step in towards the center, move down and add a curve, going up and then down. I'm going to leave a gap in the center, go to the left side, bend the leg, going out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, go out and down towards the right heel. Now we want to round out the bottom of the feet. Let's start from the left heel, curve the foot, coming down and then up on the outside. Let's go back to the left side and draw the top of the foot. We're going to go up. Now we want to bend this down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to leave a gap along the inside, almost like drawing a half circle. Now we're going to go all the way back up to the hips and draw the outside of the leg. Let's start over on the left, bend this out, and then bring that down on top of the feet. Let's add a thick sole along the bottom of the feet. So we're going to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across towards the heel, and then from heel to toe. From the top of the foot, let's step up and add a trim, coming down and up. Move over and just line that up on the right. And then we'll add that detail across the edge of the boot. We're going to step down, curve this in, go to the inside, step down, and leave a gap in the center, and then draw two straight angle lines coming down on top of the feet. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. Let's add another trim along the side of the hip. And this in and then down. And we'll line that up on the right. Taper this back up towards the side of the leg. And leave a small gap and do that again. Coming in and then back out. Now let's move back up and draw the inside of the arms. From this point, we're going to step up, bend the arm going around, and then down towards the wrist. Go to the right and do the same thing. Now from the wrist, we're going to draw a small half circle for the thumb. Close off the end with a bracket. Now I want to add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb. We want to come down and bend that up around the bracket. Step down, go out and then up. And then on the side, we'll add the 3rd finger, blend into the arm going up and then in underneath the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Let's separate the shoulder from the top from this point, bend this down and then up. And then from the shoulder, add a trim going out and down, go up and taper that back in. Now I want to add some lines going across the arm. From the top of the thumb, let's step up, we'll bend this up and then out. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. From the base of the shoulder, let's add another trim, just follow that same curve. And then we'll add one more in between, right in the center. Now with the body in place, let's layer the first set of claws in behind along the top. Let's start from the top of the arm. Just gonna bend this out and then up. From the top, I'm just gonna curve this around and then bend that down. Now I want to taper this so it gets wider as it comes back up and then into right about there. We're just lining up with that top point. Now I want to connect this point with the bottom with an S. We're going to go out, in, and then back out. Let's go to the right and go in the opposite direction. And then from that bottom, let's step up, follow that same curve, going down and in behind the side of the arms. Let's add a trim in the center. From the tip, go up, bend that down, go up, and then pull that down towards the bottom. Now we move down and draw the bottom set of arms. Let's start from the hip, bend this around the hand, and then out. And then from here, go out, and then up. Now I want to do the same thing. We're going to taper this so it gets wider as it comes down towards the bottom. And we're just lining up with that top point. Now I want to connect the top point to the bottom with an S. Going around and then in. From the bottom, let's step up, bend this in and up behind the side of the leg. Now let's add one more trim on the bottom, starting on the left, come down and in, go up and in towards the top, and then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. There's a drawing of the blue beetle. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.